patrons. I just wanted to do a nice little chat at the end of this Patreon vlog. As you can tell, I'm pretty sick. That's why this hasn't gone up when I wanted it to. I'm recovering from the flu, which I haven't had in a very long time, probably since college, so like at least 5 years. Yeah, I don't know. It's been rough, but I'm very lucky that my husband Doug was able to come home on the worst day when I could barely stay awake and I was very dizzy. So that was really nice. And then the past few days have been a little rough. Eliza has not been napping. So that's not great, especially when I'm trying to make sure she doesn't get sick and Doug doesn't get sick. So, yeah, just having to like try to keep my distance, and she didn't want to nap. So like trying to give her quiet time alone in her crib, and it's just been really hard. But I am feeling a lot better. I know I sound horrible, but it's getting better. My fogginess is gone. My appetite is coming back. Luckily, I only got sick the first day and it was from coughing too much. That's a lot of information. But yeah, influenza is no joke. I have not had it in so long, thanks to flu shots. Yeah, but so far, Eliza and Doug haven't gotten it, so that's good. So yes, what you just watched, I just wanted to explain why my voice sounds so weird and I look a little rough and I'm just blah. But again, I feel like, so if your wellness is like from 0 to 100%, I've been sitting at like 0 for the past few days, and today I'm probably at like a good 50%, and I just feel so much better. But yes, you just watched our vacation up in Traverse City, which was so nice. I'm drinking my cold foam cold brew, which Doug got me last night for today, which is very sweet. So we went up north to Traverse City, and we were there from Sunday to Saturday, which was so nice and so foreign to us as a family. I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was just really great. Doug had to work the entire time, which, you know, is not my favorite. But he was able to work in the same room as Eliza and I, and we took breaks to go explore. We went to a few coffee shops, and we got some ice cream. I had the best honey lavender ice cream, but we decided to like share our ice cream with Eliza because the portions were very large and they didn't have a kid size, and we're like, we're not gonna get her this giant ice cream. So like, okay, we'll share. Doug got like a blueberry sorbet and I got my honey lavender. And we assumed that she would share with Doug, so he got a larger size and I just got the small. It was like perfect. It was like the perfect like 1 scoop of ice cream. Wonderful. And she's eating Doug's and she looks at mine and she just like opened her mouth, and so I gave her some, and then she ate the rest of my ice cream, which I love. I love that she loves lavender. I love macaron cookies, so yeah, every time I get macarons, it's always rose water or lavender. Jasmine ones are also really good. I don't know, I prefer savory floral kind of desserts. I'm not a big sweets fan. Yeah, it was just so funny. It's funny because I have a candle. I'm not burning it right now, but it's Lavender Rose from White Barn, and it's heavenly. It smells so good. Yeah, so we got ice cream. We actually cooked all of our meals except for dinner one night at our Airbnb. It's an Airbnb. It's an Airbnb, but we got to stay for free, which was really the only reason why we could do this. And so it was just like a really nice thing that Doug's friend, boss, partner, whatever you want to call him, that he did for us as a family because he knows how little we get out. So that was really, really nice. But we got really good burgers the last night, and yeah, we walked around a little bit, let Eliza hold our hands and walk, which she really enjoyed. Got coffee. I looked at plants. I almost bought some more plants, but I already ordered some online, so I didn't do that. I went out by myself to Wool and Honey on our last full day, and yeah, it was just really nice. I was the only one in the store for the time that I was there for the most part. So I was literally just walking back and forth around everything. I can actually show you what I bought. I didn't even think about that. So I bought a sweaters quantity because I went in knowing I wanted a sweaters quantity and knowing that I thought I knew I wanted Brooklyn tweed, which is what I bought. I originally went in for the Fossil colorway, which is a cream, because I really want to make the Woodfords by Elizabeth Doherty, I think. I think that's right. And it's just this beautiful open front cardigan, and it just looks like a staple. I was like, okay, cool. And then they didn't have that, so I was like, okay, let me go look at Shelter, and maybe I'll get Fossil for a weekender. Or some color for a weekender, which I'll actually... Because I have a few skeins of one, and I need more, because I only have 3. But I also looked for Yellowstone. They didn't have that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so... And then I was looking at Postcard, because Postcard is one of my absolute favorite Brooklyn tweed colorways, but they were just shy of sweater quantities, so I was like, oh, okay. And I just kept walking back and forth. And I also was looking at Ritual Dyes Maven, but it is very expensive for not a lot of yarn. Like, I thought like Spin Cycle was a lot of money, but I don't know. It was just, I mean, it's in like the same range. It's like $30 for like 170 yards or something like that. I was like, that's, or it might be 200 yards. It was a lot of money for not a lot of yarn. And I was like, well, maybe I could knit a hat with one skein. And I was like, no, it's a lot of money for a hat. Sorry. Yeah, so I kept going back and forth, and I found this, which is Brooklyn Tweed Loft. It is the fingering weight in Artifact, and I have a Patreon post about this coming up, about what I'm thinking about knitting and all of that jazz, but I do want to point out that this is a very special colorway to me. Since you're patrons, most of you know about my miscarriage and all of that happened in 2017. And I actually knit a sweater, or started knitting a sweater for our first baby James. And this is the color that I used I used Shelter for that one though, because he was going to be a January baby. And so I was knitting his coming home sweater out of this colorway. And when I saw it, like everything just kind of like rushed back, and I was like, this is what I want. I want a sweater in this colorway, and I'm just really excited about it, and I love it. It's going to be something that I live in yeah, so, I don't know. I just have a lot of feelings about this colorway, and I'm going to try not to cry because I've been doing really well. But, yeah, I don't know. It felt like the perfect little special thing. So I bought 7 skeins, and like I said, there is a blog post coming up this month talking about what I'm thinking about knitting. So, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to do a flax, though, because that's what I was knitting for James. So, I just love it. But the other color that I was looking at, I didn't buy this there. I bought this at Spun in Ann Arbor like a year ago. This is Yellowstone, and I'm thinking about trying to do another Weekender part 3, and hopefully this one will fit, and I won't mess it up. So I'm thinking about this, but I only have 3 skeins, because I bought this thinking I was going to do the, what's it called? It's an Andrea Mowry pattern. It is a honeycomb cabled, is it Winter Honey? Is that what it's called? It's like this giant shawl that's cabled all over. It's gorgeous. I was thinking about using this for it, but I don't know. I think I kind of want a sweater in it, because I do love this color. It's like the perfect green gold. I don't know. It reminds me, it's a little grungier than Honey by Quince and Company, if you know that color. It's about, I don't know, it's a little dirtier, a little poopier, and I just really like it. So, yes, I don't know. I'm really into Brooklyn Tweed right now, and I'm not going to fight it because I really love Brooklyn Tweed. So that's what I bought at Wool and Honey. I finished my Woodwardia 2 days ago, so I'm actually wearing it right now. It's the coziest. I'll just stand up and show you, I guess. This is a preview of what's coming up next week on the podcast, but I finished, and it's just like this super, it's just a cozy sweater, which is exactly what I wanted. It has 10 inches of positive ease. It's perfect. I'm finishing the body of Doug's flax sweater. Okay, I need to wrap this up. So I'm doing the ribbing on his flax sweater right now. He tried it on. Everything fits. It's wonderful. I also finished my sock of Between the Canyons, which is designed by Huga Cannon. I did a Whip Down episode about this, and it just published. If you missed the coupon code, go check it out. I'm actually going to extend my Stress Knits coupon code for until the end of next week, just so everyone has a chance to see it. Because if you want to knit this sock in Stress Knits yarns like it was designed with, I want you to have the opportunity. So patrons get 10% off of my favorite base, which is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Obviously, if you just want some of my favorite base, you don't have to knit this sock, but this is what it is intended to do. So it's literally code Between the Canyons, all caps, and that's just the code for 10% off of my favorite base. And then there is a coupon code for all patrons, and it is for the sock pattern for free. So I highly recommend going and grabbing it. And yeah, I don't know, it's such a great sock pattern. So go check all of that out. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was a very simple, quiet vacation, so we didn't do too much. We didn't leave the house a lot. It was cold, and it was just so nice to be snuggled into a house together as a family for almost an entire week. It was just really, really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you are feeling much better than I am, and I will see you next week. Bye.